So my wife been asking me to bring her to 1942 Cantina for a long time. She see it all over TikTok. Their drink menu is very extensive, and I do want to warn y'all, they do got hookah here, so there is a party. I want to let y'all know this review is going to be a little bit longer than the other reviews, and that's just because I can't just jump through this one without explaining everything that's going on. They did have a little vibe in there. They said, hey, it was somebody's birthday in there, so happy birthday to them. They made it rain like napkins or something like that. It was lit. Like, they do probably throw down up in here, which is why the drink menu is so extensive. But no kidding, I'm a real fat dude, like solid. And my taste buds know exactly what some real food tastes like. So when I come to a restaurant, I expect certain things. Now, this smoky beverage is one of the things that I expect. I love a good smoky beverage. I smelled it coming from a mile away, and I was very satisfied with this beverage. Now, at the beginning, you saw me pointing to that lobster because that's what jumped out to me, and that is what I chose to eat for dinner that night. She came back to the table. She said it was going to be $100. She asked me if that was okay with me, and I told her, yes, that's okay with me. It's not totally uncommon to come to a restaurant that serves Mexican seafood or seafood in general, and you won't see the price on the menu. So here it comes, beautiful presentation. Like, this thing looks absolutely phenomenal. And for $100, you expect for it to look phenomenal. Now, a lot of the garnish is cheap. You could probably like $1 worth of garnish on there, but that's not the point. We're trying to see if the flavor of the lobster is actually worth $100. Because the second thing that I look for as a real certified fat boy, extra thick, big back is that the food is actually delicious. I do not mind spending my money as long as the food is going to be phenomenal. Now, some of y'all might think that I'm biased, but here's what actually happens. When I order food, for the past 250 videos, you've seen me order things that I like. I don't really get adventurous like that. I mean, it might be adventurous to you because you've never tried those things, but I'm ordering things that I normally eat. It's just from different restaurants, and I'm not varying too much out of my realm of comfort. And with that being said, what I'm trying to say is most of the restaurants that I eat at are under the same umbrella. So I can kind of sense like if I'm going to get something delicious from this place or not, especially based off the ratings and sometimes based off of the social media reviews. The best way I can explain the food here is like if you were playing a video game and it loaded like 80%, and somebody just gave it to you anyway, or the game just started anyway. It's like some blank spots, everything is glitching, like the ground is not fully loaded or rendered and you fall through. Like this is what I would describe this meal. Because I'm gonna explain it to you. This is why the video had to be this long. If it was 5 to 10 years ago and my palate was not as experienced as it is now, this would have been a solid meal. They have all of the elements covered. Like, yes, there's some smoky things, there's creaminess, the lobster is cooked almost to perfection. I think it was a little overcooked, but my point is it didn't have, to me, actual flavor. And I tried every dish that was at the table that everybody ordered, and we all felt the same way and they all tasted the same way. They had a lot of different elements that would have made them great dishes, but there was zero flavor in my opinion. If I was completely plastered, then this probably would have been delicious. Or like I said, if my tongue was 10 years younger, then it would have been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come back there again. I do want to try this place out again, maybe just for like the vibes. But like I said, I'm a true certified fat boy. I do not go to a restaurant for the vibes. I go to the restaurant for the food, and if they got good vibes, I'll stick around. That's just how I'm built. I can honestly say the staff was very nice, but overall, this was the worst $100 meal that I've ever had. Probably the best $100 meal my dog ever had, though.